Namaste, Satnam, hello, and welcome to I Am Woke. I am your host, Emelina, and today we're going to go through an Akashic Records reading for the new moon on August 18th. I'm going to open up the Akashic Records on behalf of humanity, and we will download any guidance that comes from the masters and guides to give us the divine insight we need to move forward for the best of the highest good of all involved for the remainder of August. Without further ado, let's jump into the channel.
Akasha is Sanskrit for ether, the substance from which all things are formed. The Akashic Records are a sacred, multidimensional library of light where there is a record or database of every thought, action, and intention for all souls. There is a record of all past, current, and future events in all timelines and all dimensional space realities.
And do we so acknowledge the forces of light? We are asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth. And so it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, please protect me from all forms of self-centeredness and direct my attention to the work at hand. Help me to know humanity in the light of the Akashic Records, to see humanity through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, Teachers, and Lovers of humanity have for humanity. The records are now open. What do you have to share with us to help us work on behalf of the highest good for the new moon on August 18th? Woo! Mai, are we excited for you? You are about to go on a roller coaster ride. Ooh, you can see the energy in Emelina already right now. We are so enlightened and happy for you on this new ride. We have been saying that you are moving forward in the best possible way. There is not a demise for those of you at least that are watching this video. There is no level of tumultuous behavior. Let go of your turmoil. We are asking you to let go. It is not important for you to hang on to this any longer. There is no need nor any necessity to carry the deeper, darker dimensions that you have been through in your shadowed past lives, future lives, realities on this life, perhaps. There is no need. We know you think you have need. Oh, you cling to those experiences. We're asking you to release them. At this point, if you are not actively releasing them, you will be feeling the pain. This is not a threat or anything quite of the sort. We are just saying that when you cling to garbage and trash that is no longer yours, it starts to smell, dear ones. It begins to smell, it becomes rancid, it becomes putrid, it becomes undeniably disgusting, and that is what your lives will look like if you cling to this any longer. These light frequencies are very strong, they are moving quickly, dear ones. If you want to move forward with strength and ease and grace, we highly suggest you jump on the spaceship that is this light frequency. It is fast moving. We are not kidding around anymore any longer. This Leo new moon is ready for new beginnings. When we say new, we mean new. Oh boy, are you gonna be uncomfortable. Humans really just dislike not being able to understand things. You have to understand and intellectualize and analyze every single thing in your environment. Well, guess what? It is not going to be intellectualized at this point because you are on the ride of spirit. Those of you watching this video are part of a large mission of this planet to upgrade and ascend. Which in simple terms means that you don't quite have the vocabulary to understand intellectually what we are asking you to do and what is going on exactly. We are not concerned about whether or not you understand. Your intellect will throw a fit. You will not be happy about this. Get used to it. Don't throw the fit. Let it go. Take the fit. They're like pants. They're like yoga pants that are way too tight. Let them go. Release them. Do not cling to the too tight yoga pants in this metaphorical scenario. We are trying to make you laugh. It's funny. It's funny that you cling to make everything analytically make sense to you. Dear ones, if you knew what it meant to live a heart-filled life with the courage and the fire and the heart of Leo, the lion, you would move. The heart moves through action, not through thought. There's very little thinking involved. When your heart decides what it wants, it moves on it. We are asking you to take the direct insight that is coming in through your crown chakras and all the way down to your heart and then rooting down into Mother Earth Gaia. And we are asking you to take that insight and to move it, to take it into your legs, into your purpose, and to your motivation, and to move it and drive it forward. And with every step and action you take on your divine direction and insight moving forward, you seed that consciousness into the earth. You seed and build those roots into the earth. It becomes your stability. It becomes your walking path. It becomes the foundation that all of you are asking for, the high-rise things. You want the penthouse. You want the nice patio. You want to see the beautiful sunset. You want the millions and millions of dollars. We hear you. We know many of your dreams. And we are telling you that there is no possible way to build a sky-rise building without a foundation almost just as deep. Before the enjoyment of the skyrise can be had, you must set your foundation. You must set the cement, and it is not enough just to have cement. You are going to take large iron, rods, steel, everything that is built with strength in your planet, and they put them far into the ground. You must build yourself far into the ground. Take the roots of your personality, the roots of your experience, and put them at least as deep as you are tall into the ground, so that the next moving wind won't topple you over. And my dear ones, the winds are about to get very, very strong. We speak this with urgency. The winds of the collective of your planet will come strong. They will come with fire. They will come with brimstone, and you will not want to be knocked over. You are the conscious, largest, tallest trees on this planet. Your roots must be firmly planted because you, my dear ones, are holding this planet together. More than holding it together, as you are creating the net and the root system that speaks to every single person, at least of your nature, and every single consciousness on this planet, around the planet, is all being connected because of you. There are so many of you, dear ones. You all think you're alone. You see yourself in a snowball experience, and you think it's just you. There are millions of you, dear ones, and each of you are waking up. And even those of you that are not that awake yet, or have not completely intellectual realized who you are still emanating the frequencies that connect all of you, that build the consciousness into ascension on this planet. You are living out your mission. Whether or not you like it, you are actually living the mission. You are doing the things. Now the choice, dear ones, that comes up to you right now is whether or not you experience joy along the path. The joy comes from releasing the temper tantrums. We see you. Many of you are throwing temper tantrums. Many of you are in doubt and disbelief and worry. The time for those emotions has passed. This is not to be said as a punishment. In no way is this a punishment. We are saying leap off the metaphorical cliffs in your mind where you think you won't be caught. There are beautiful clouds and rainbows and unicorns. Wouldn't you leap off the cliff if you knew a unicorn would catch you? We know you think it's absurd, but the energy coming for you are miracles just like unicorns. Jump off the cliff. The cliff isn't even a cliff, it's actually a pile of trash. And we're asking you to jump and leap onto the floating cloud where the rainbows and sky can give you the nourishment you want and desire so much. And we want you to have it, but you have to jump off the pile of trash. The trauma, the deep emotions that many of you cling to. You do not any longer need this depth of character. You have learned the depth of your character. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, you have collected the experiences. We know you know your shadows. Now it is time to take those shadows, allow them to integrate through your belly, through your third chakra, and to give you the confidence to know who you are, to give you the character and the purpose to move forward with purpose. To move forward with heart and courage, knowing what it feels like to be trampled on, knowing what it feels like to be betrayed, knowing what it feels like to have difficult experiences. But my dear ones, you may release the experiences now. Now the time has come. You have moved past the turning point in your development. You have actually taken things on. Many of you have actually taken on the integrations. You are integrated. Now there is no purpose to continue to have these dark experiences trail behind you as trauma that you continually look back to as reference to who you are. This will be a silly reference for you. It is if you had a cut on your leg and you placed a band-aid on that cut, a bandage. After the cut has healed, you took the band-aid off and then you held it and you held on to it for a very long time. And when someone looked at you and was speaking to you, you went, I just want to prove that I've had the experience of having a cut on my leg. So I have the band-aid with all the grossness on it to show you. This is disgusting. We don't want to completely give you these visuals, but we know that this will actually shock some of you into awakening to realize you don't need the band-aids anymore. They have served their purpose and use. They have helped you cure whatever your ailment was, the experience was, and now you may politely throw them in the trash or in the fire. Whatever works for you, we would really just like you to let them go. If you'd like something really simple and easy, connect with Mother Gaia. We say this frequently. Put your feet and your legs, sit down, Indian style, lotus position into the ground, into the bare grass. Take your shoes off, put your hands on the ground. Connect to the earth. Say, Gaia, please lead me. I would like to let go of things that no longer serve me. And she will connect with you. And the thoughts will become insights and feelings. And you will smoothly and fluidly allow the old, crusty building, the previous foundation, the darker emotions to ground into the earth. Gaia is well equipped to recycle this energy and put it back into the grass and the birds and the trees and to turn it into the beautiful high frequencies that exist on this planet. You are performing an act of service by actually dumping your emotions into the planet because she needs it as fuel. It is as if there's coal in the fire. Without the coal, the fire has trouble burning. And Mother Gaia, she sure enjoys your shadow traits. She enjoys your past experiences. When you are ready to release them and let them go, she does not take offense whatsoever. She takes the coal, puts it in the fire in the core of the planet, and runs the planet and upgrades the consciousness. It is a gift. You releasing these old emotions and experiences is a gift to the planet. It is a gift to the consciousness. Not to mention you'll feel lighter. Not to mention you'll feel more attractive. Not to mention you will just enjoy yourself more. You won't know what happened. You'll feel like a new person. This is the sort of energy we would like to impart with you. We know that this frequency comes with a little more urgency than the past transmissions have. And we would just like to impart with you to move, to act. When your heart speaks to you, do not question your heart. You know your truth. You know when your heart is speaking. That feeling of longing and love and, oh, can life get that good? Oh, if I only could have that version of my life. You can, you must move forward now. Do not kick and scream. It will get very tiresome for you. There is no reason any longer to cling. We are just asking you to simply walk forward on the path. There are metaphorical rainbows, unicorns, beautiful beings that are ready to carry you off to your dream paradise, but you must let go of the pile of trash, of the old and ridiculous, disgusting emotions that you have carried around for eons and centuries. Now is the time. We know that you think your identity comes with the trash, much how hoarders think that their identity comes from the physical items that they hoard in their homes. You are not your past experiences. You have a choice on who to be, and who you are right now is the choice that you make right now. You no longer need the depths of these more negative experienced character traits to know who you are, for you have already gathered the lesson that the choice is in every moment. The choice on who you are to be, who you were, and who you become happens on a moment-to-moment basis every single day. Powerful. This is powerful. We are not kidding around right now, dear ones. You must pick up your courage and move forward. There is not a better time than during this Leo new moon. The courage is making itself known in a ring circle of fire. You will feel it. Your passion will ignite. Many of you will get angry. And that anger is there because you are trying and succeeding at burning up those experiences that you've been through to allow them to cleanse, like the phoenix rising. And you're going to walk through that fire. As many of you will be angry, write these things out. Feel the anger and write it out, but do not, and we repeat, do not allow it to get hold of you or to think negatively about your fellow human friends. Take that anger and use it as momentum. The anger is there as the negative resistance that pulls away from you to give you the amount of energy that you need as your rocket launching fuel to push forward. And rather, when we say push, we mean you will be launched forward in the direction of your dreams. If you take that anger, throw it into your fuel tank, it will suck back, which will allow you to launch forward. Because for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And there are two ways to move forward. One way is to create the negative reaction, the anger, the feeling of being upset backwards, which then once released, when you release the anger, will launch you forward. The other way to move forward is to begin running forward. It is to prepare yourself to be that aerodynamic rocket launcher so that you can just sprint forward and cut through all the madness and the mess that will be around you, to be aerodynamic and allow everything to spring off of you, just like your airplanes and your rockets that go into the sky. They cut through the clouds and the fog and they go directly where they were meant to, on path and on target. This is who you are meant to be, dear ones. There is no more holding you back. Release all that has been holding you back. There is not a moment longer you will be able to continue to wallow in your own self-pity. We have beautiful chariots awaiting your awakening to move forward without the weight. We have our hands out, dear ones, ready to lift you into these chariots that will take you beyond the clouds into the sparkly dynamic sunset, pastel skies. The dreams you have are beautiful. We see each and every one, and we will take you there. We will take you there, dear ones. You must trust. You must place your hand in the hand of the universe, and you must trust that you have done the work, because you have, and you must let go. Some of you love the experience of skydiving. It's kind of like skydiving. We are catching you, but there's almost a free fall feeling about it where you're jumping out of an airplane. But the thing is, dear ones, you have parachutes. And the even more funny part about this in many skydiving scenarios is this is a recreational habit. This is a recreational thing for many of you. It's recreation. The point is it's fun. We're expressing the urgency because we want you to have fun, dear ones. We want you to be in joy. And my, is there so much compressed, beautiful, exciting joy with this new moon that if you could understand, you would be so elated, so excited, so happy at the understanding that you can have everything that you want and desire, and that it's coming to you. It's coming to you quickly. With this, dear ones, we're going to send you off. We know that you're moving forward at exactly the right pace, time, dimensional space, and reality. We know that many of you are growing in consciousness. Do not fear that you are alone. You're all having the same experience in many different bodies across the planet. And you are supported and loved, my dear, so much. The work you have done, the traumatic release, the emotional, deep work, shadow work on focusing on developing your light traits has been so deep. What an act of service you all have done. And And we know you got used to it. You got used to the depths of, okay, I'll work through this one more thing. To the point where many of you don't realize the act of service that you have already done. It has already been completed. We're not saying that there's no more emotional work to be done in the future. We are saying that in the iceberg scenario, you have taken care of 90% of it already in this lifetime. What a joy, dear ones. There's 10% at the top left to go. That's it. It's nothing. Be very excited. These are very exciting times. We know your external world looks very different, and there are many different things working out, and there are energetic wars on your planet and many other things going on. Do not concern yourself with them. Focus on the rainbows. Focus on the unicorns. Focus on the multidimensional creatures that are here to help you. You can see them in your energetic fields. Focus on rooting yourself into the planet. Gaia is more than happy at any moment in time to give a lending hand. She loves you, dear ones. Our last message to you is to send a message to those that you love. Lift people up around you. These are difficult times on this planet, dear ones. So pass along the light. Lift them up. Be encouraging. Find another fellow human, a friend of yours perhaps, or even someone you meet at the grocery store, and give them a compliment. Tell them what they are doing well. Show them their own light. Be the reflection of their light to them. This will help you. You'll feel connected. You'll feel better about the situation on the planet. You'll feel like you're doing something at a grounded, concrete, practical level. It may seem trivial, but we promise it is not. A single act of encouragement can actually even save someone's life. Many of you have power far beyond what you know. If you just move forward and ask to be of service to the light, of service on behalf of the light, and ask your guides to guide you when you need to speak to someone or lift someone up that may need it far more than you can imagine, you can be that vessel. You can be that vessel. You can be the vessel of light. You can be what we like to call the walking angels on the planet. There are many of you. We are so happy to give this transmission to you at this time. What a pivotal moment in human history. We are so grateful to witness this moment for you. We are grateful to transmit this message and be able to observe you moving through these times. Bless you, dear ones. Be with the light. Ashe. As always, I hope this transmission has served you well and will give you the perfect direction moving forward over the next few weeks after this new moon. If you loved this video, please remember to tap that like button. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below about what resonated with you most in this video. And remember to tap the bell for notifications and to subscribe so you don't miss any future energy updates. Until next time, friends, see you later.